Welcome back to the 128 KB podcast. We are back once again.
In person!
Yeah!
Due to lack of popular demand.
The demand for us to be in person was actually quite lacking.
Yeah, it was. I did see some people actually saying, like, oh, why are you not in person?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was only like one or two comments, whereas other people were like totally cool with us being remote.
Yeah, I want to say a big shout out, big love in to our channel members in our channel members Discord. If you're not there, join us. But yeah, they've been really enjoying the remote ones.
Yeah,
I've been really enjoying them as well. They kind of feel cozier somehow.
Yeah, they're cozy because I got the heating on.
We're not in this freezing space that I've got. Yes, there has been a lot of comments about us. Mainly you wearing coats.
I'm wearing long johns underneath my jeans. I have a vest on.
Right.
I have a long sleeve top on. I have a hoodie on, and on top of that, I've got a jacket on.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And you're still cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freezing in here. It's horrid. I'm sorry, everyone. And no, we can't afford the heating because you're not a member.
As I was driving down here, I watched the thermometer on my car get lower as time was going on. You know, it was getting more into the day, but the thermostat was dropping. I was like, oh,
what's happening?
Yeah.
Now, if you're new here, this is your weekly dose of all things gaming, mainly handheld, where we kind of catch up and chill and relax and kind of put the world to rights one game at a time.
Indeed.
How's your week in gaming been?
Well, Jay, it's kind of the whole topic of this.
It is.
But we got a Switch 2 special today.
It is a Switch 2 special. For those of you that think we've abandoned Nintendo, it's not the case at all.
It's not the case at all.
I play my Switch 2 very regularly.
I actually do too.
Yeah. And you know, it's back front and center with the game we've been anticipating the most. But I want to get to that in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute. There has been something that's happened on my end.
Yes.
Just because we discussed it in last week's podcast, I feel like the resolution needs to be discussed.
We need the finishing of the story.
Yeah, okay. So if you're not aware and didn't listen to last week's podcast, we were talking about, because we both hate OLEDs, right?
Yeah, that's massive OLED.
Yeah. And that's why, you know, we own so many.
Yeah.
Because we hate them. So I just got this monstrous 49-inch widescreen.
Ultra-wide.
Monitor. But on the back of that story, I said about I got a Samsung G6.
Your gaming monitor.
My gaming monitor on my PC. And I booted it up one day, dreaded line down the front. Yeah. And then I had to contact Samsung to warranty it. And then I was really upset because they were like, we're going to use a third party to do this. I was like, oh no, Dave in the market's going to look at it, say that it's going to cost me loads, and then he's try and charge me. So I was pretty worried. Luckily, the service, like the company they used, were brilliant. They were phoning me up and stuff. They were like sending me emails every step of the way. I was like, oh, okay. And then I had an email and it said, we fixed your screen by changing the panel out.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wicked. Yeah, and then they sent me like an official looking document of like the work carried out by the engineer, and it said replacement TFT screen. I was like, what?
Hold on.
Yeah, I was like, I've sent in an OLED. Am I getting a TFT back? So I was like, before I called them, I sent you the thing saying, AJ, it's like sending in a Lenovo Legion Go 2 and getting a Steam Deck back.
I always feel like it was a little test. You didn't say anything. You said, I've got the breakdown from the engineer. You sent it to me and it said replacement TFT panel.
Yeah.
And I honestly had to Google it.
Yeah,
just in case. Because I was like, well, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but wait, maybe there's some kind of OLEDs that they call TFTs and I didn't know. You know. So like, it's like, no, I'm definitely right, because it makes you second because it's come from an engineer.
It made me second guess because the G6 I sent in has a matte screen.
Yeah.
And TFT screens are generally matte. Yes. So I thought, oh, maybe it is a type of OLED, like you said.
Yeah.
And I also Googled it.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No, it wasn't just you. And I was like, no, my original assumption is right. So I actually called them straight up and I told the guy and he started laughing because he clearly hears this all the time. He said, unfortunately, our engineers, they're always working so like quickly. They always just list any panel replacement as a TFT replacement. He said, I've just logged into your account or whatever, and I've seen that they have ordered the correct OLED panel swap. So anyway, I was like, oh, sweet. And this whole process only took like a week for them to fix, maybe 10 days, like business days. And it came back the other day. And I was like, oh, sweet. So I got it out. They used my original box that I sent it in, which I didn't expect because you think how many they must get shipped through. Yeah. I was a bit worried sending it in my box, thinking, oh no, I'm going to get some random box back now, not the one that, you know, whatever. I keep boxes, I'm weird. And so got the screen out, hooked it up, because I got this crazy setup in the sitting room with this weird thing that, like, basically the screen. Yeah, I've got like an old school, like 90s school trolley.
It's like being in a school classroom, wheeling out the TV trolley.
Yeah, but I've got like a monitor arm clamp to it, so it's beside where I sit on the sofa, so I can grab the screen, pull the screen out in front of me whilst I'm sat on the sofa, and then play games like that. Nice. It's pretty cool. So I hooked it all up, and lo and behold, brand new screen peel on the front.
Ah, nice.
And I was thinking, I wonder if they've just swapped the whole monitor. Do you know what I mean? I was like, because it must be quite an undertaking to replace a screen.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whatever. So I peeled the thing off, and I set it up last night, finally. I've had it for a couple of days, but last night I was like, I need to turn this thing on and make sure it's actually okay. Turned it on, all worked. And then it came up with, they must have reset it, but it came up with a register your product. I was like, it must be a new panel. So I did the like register thing and went, no, this is already registered. And it was my panel that I sent in.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, they literally have fixed it. And the annoying thing is they wiped the software, and I didn't take pictures of all my custom settings.
Oh, no.
So I dialed in all the colors and everything, because their colors are a bit weird. So yeah, I'm going to have to spend ages trawling through
like the gamma settings.
Yeah, going through all the color profiles and everything. But anyway, it's back. Yeah. It works, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, hopefully a few more months than, like, what did you get, like 6 months out?
Yeah, it was really sad. Like,
they didn't say what the actual issue was.
No, they didn't. But they replaced the entire panel. So I imagine it wasn't just like a loose ribbon cable, which is what I assumed.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have warranty, I would have been opening it up just to check all the connections.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, it only lasted like 6 months. But, you know, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It can last longer this time.
Okay, we need to have a talk about your setup. Yes, it's time that we had the talk. You've spent way too much on your consoles, on those OLED screens, on the Pro controllers, and what do you plug it into? Yes, that crappy budget router that you got from your phone shop internet service provider. It is a mess. It struggles to load a web page while the rest of the house is streaming 4K Netflix. You get packet loss, you get high pings. It's a shambles. And this is the fix from today's sponsor, GearUP and the HYPEREV. It's a dedicated hardware gaming router designed specifically for console players. It's not magic, it's engineering. It physically isolates your gaming traffic to ensure your ping and packet losses are at an absolute lowest they can be, even during peak hours. But the feature that is actually a game changer for us is that it offers free NAT optimization. You know the pain, you're trying to play and you can't find a match because you're on a strict NAT type. The HYPEREV forces that open for you. We're talking NAT type A on Switch or NAT type open on Xbox. All that means is that you get faster matchmaking, way better stability in P2P games, and your voice chat actually works. And that feature is completely free as part of the HYPEREV. Now, before I show you the super nerd feature that lets you cheat geography, make sure you check out the HYPEREV using the link in the pinned comment or the description below. That's the best way to let them know that I sent you there. Right, to the actual Pro feature, and that is the cross-region play that you get. The HYPEREV uses something called gaming fencing. Let's say you're playing Call of Duty or something like Apex and the servers in your region are just too sweaty, or you're just not good enough like me, or maybe you just want to play with your friends overseas. You just swipe open the app, select the server with the lowest ping, and boom, you're optimized for that region. It makes cross-region play incredibly smooth and just generally a plausibility. And honestly, the value is nailed on with this. You're getting a dedicated gaming router for under £100. And just to prove that they know their audience, they've even included 2 complimentary Ethernet cables in the box because, let's face it, you can never have enough cables. So if you're serious about online gaming, like pretty much the rest of the world, the HYPEREV is a great bet for maintaining low latency and eliminating packet loss. Make sure you check it out on the link in the description down below, and by doing so you'll be directly supporting what we do here at 128KB. So massive thanks once again to GearUP for sponsoring this video.
I'm trying my best to keep away from the main topic, but it's all I can think about.
I know.
Let's just get there.
There's
because
so much to say.
It's consumed my entire mind space since it came out, which for you guys, by the time it came out, was a few days back. For us, it was only a couple of days ago.
Yes, it was yesterday for us.
Of course, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah!
Which has got the worst name in the world, by the way.
What?
The subtitle.
Oh, what? Beyond.
Beyond. It's definitely not beyond anything. But
I think what they're referring to is the Beyond.
Yeah.
This is no spoilers. We're both still.
Oh, this is a spoiler. Actually, I should say it from like this is a spoiler-free chat because we're both really early in the game still. So there's not going to be any giveaways on what's going to happen.
No, not yeah. So I think what they're referring to with Beyond, we all know this from the trailers and everything, is that Samus gets teleported to some unknown planet.
Yep.
And nobody knows where they are, what they're doing. So I think that's what it's referring to with the Beyond. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This, I have to say, I might be speaking out of turn for you, but at least for me, but I think for us both, was the most anticipated Switch 2 game.
Absolutely. This is a console seller for me. Like, if I didn't own a Switch 2, I would buy one just for this game.
Yeah.
And I was preemptively, we all knew Prime 4 was coming, like, since 2017. So I really wanted to buy the Switch 2 regardless, knowing that it will come to it and I'll have the best experience.
And you've touched on a really important thing. It's 2017, the first announcement for this was.
Yeah.
And then very publicly, we all knew the kind of the dirty laundry behind it, that it was Bandai Namco were developing it.
Yeah.
And then 2 years into development, it got scrapped and then given to Retro, isn't it?
Yes. What funny sidestep of the story just here. I'm just thinking about other news that's just happened.
Yeah.
So Bandai Namco had Prime 4.
Yeah.
Nintendo went, you suck. Give it to Retro.
Yeah.
So they kicked Bandai Namco out of the room. And now they just bought Bandai Namco?
Yeah, or they bought part of it or something.
What's going on there?
I need to dig into that story more. I've not looked at it.
I've not looked at it either. I just thought it's kind of funny coincidence that they were originally working on Prime 4 and now...
And I guess didn't do a good enough job. Nintendo weren't happy with it.
They said they weren't happy with it and the overall direction. So they just literally scrapped it and went to Retro and went, you do it. And that was 2019. So there was 2 years of development that just got canned.
Horrific.
And then Retro took it and ran, and finally
6 years later, it's finally here.
Madness.
7 years, 6 years, so 8 years since the announcement.
Crazy.
Is that right?
Something like that.
God, that seems mental.
Yeah.
How long's it been since Prime 3?
18 years. Because I remember the day.
You remember it?
I do. I literally remember getting Prime 3. I remember loading it up with my dad and playing on it because it came out on the Wii.
Yeah.
So it was all motion controls.
Oh.
And bear in mind, 1 and 2 were GameCube.
Yeah.
So not motion controls. And I loved it. Like at the time, it was freaking hard.
Yes.
Because when was it? 2000 and whatever 18 years ago was.
I can probably find it real quickly. 2007.
2007. Wow. So yeah, I got the game at Christmas. I don't know when it launched, but I got it at Christmas.
Yeah.
So that was my Christmas present, was here's Metroid Prime 4. And I was like, yeah. And I remember doing the motion controls. And I just want to shout out to the Wii for being the best motion control system because of the light bar.
Do you think it still is?
Yeah. The IR sensor that you put on your TV made, I still use the Wii U now with the Wii controls, just because it is so accurate. Like the Switch 2's gyro sucks. Like it's a huge downgrade from what the Wii was.
Yeah.
If they just had the light bar that had, it would be far, far better. But anyway, so I remember getting Prime 4 free, being super, super hyped, getting stuck within the first day. Like, and I was playing this game and I really, really enjoyed Prime 3. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really did. And I got stuck. I put it down, left it for months until I came back and then like played it some more. But I literally remember getting that 18 years ago. And
that's wild.
I've been waiting for the Metroid since pretty much.
What is it with Metroid games?
And being like a millennia between them. Yeah.
Being like 20-year gaps.
Yeah, it was the same with Dread.
That's what my head just went to as well.
Yep.
What was Dread? Was 19 years, wasn't it?
It was a long time, yeah, because it was Fusion that came out, I think, when Prime 2 came out on the GameCube. It's a Game Boy Advance game. So it would have been 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Maybe 2004. Yeah, it was about 20 years gap.
Insane.
Nuts.
It's something weird about, and I guess maybe this plays into why this wasn't a launch title. They're kind of like critically great games, and amongst the fan base are like hugely popular. We all love Metroid games, but when you go to the wider market, they're not massively successful, like commercial successes.
Not big sellers at all. They never were. No, because it's like super niche, isn't it? Really.
I saw a lot of people talking about Prime 4 and saying this should have been the launch title, which in my heart, I totally agree with you.
I would have loved that for me personally, but I totally know why they didn't.
Yeah, what better launch title than the new Mario Kart? That's going to sell consoles.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone plays Mario Kart. Even if you're not a gamer, you play Mario Kart.
Exactly.
Literally your granny's probably playing it right now. Like,
it'd be weird if my granny was, I'll be honest.
But, well, just another sidestep. My parents have got some older friends.
Yeah.
And they always used to play Wii Sports for like 20 years after it came out. Yeah. You know, and they're like in their 70s now, and they still freaking play Wii Sports.
Do you know,
it's incredible.
It's funny. I was having a conversation with producer Pete the other day about the Nintendo Brain Train games on the DS.
Yes.
Like, and it's like, that was wildly popular with like a really old demographic.
Everyone played that thing. Yeah.
It's like that was aimed at like seniors.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe your gran is playing Mario Kart, but it's not a surprise that this wasn't a launch title because it's not commercially viable. No. And I guess maybe that's why there's huge gaps in between them.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's probably the case, yeah. And also why they've done some of the changes to the game, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah. No, do you think, off the bat, that this is going to buck that trend? Like for commercial success? Because they've made a really big deal about it.
I really want this to sell better than any other Metroid game ever, just so that they make more frequently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm selfish and I want to play more of it. You know, so those crazy big jumps between the 2D and the 3D ones.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. Why 20 years? Come on. Like, just do one every few years.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take that.
The problem with them, they've got massive gaps, is that story chronologies start getting really kind of murky.
Oh, absolutely. That's been the issue. That's why I was really surprised with Dread.
Yeah.
Literally following on.
Yes.
You know, so I was like, wow, like, have they really done this after 20 years?
Just straight back in.
Yeah, like, that's crazy. Whereas Prime 4 is kind of like a self-isolated story, which is the right move. So, like, it makes sense if you've played the other ones.
Yeah.
But really, you don't need to have played. And I'll say that straight away right near the beginning. If you've never played a Prime game before, you don't need to know what you're doing.
You don't need to know anything about the Metroid universe at all.
No, just jump in.
You don't even need to know who Samus is.
No.
Literally just jump in. I'm going to wait a minute before I get into gameplay, because I was going to say, because it does just throw you in really well.
It does, but we'll get to that.
We experienced this game way back when they were doing the Switch 2 like preview events.
Yeah, we went to London.
Yeah, and it was, I think it was, both of us were like the most hyped for game.
Absolutely.
It was the only one we really queued up for.
Yeah,
we were like, I'm queuing up to play this game.
Yep.
And it blew our minds at the time.
Yeah.
I think this is the thing, and I think it's safe to say that it's lived up to that as well. At this point.
Yeah. For me, it has, definitely. But yeah, at the time, it was first level, which is pretty much the first level. Well, it is the opening scene of the game. There were some things they failed to show in that, though, that I noticed from actually playing the game. Yeah, some of the voice acting.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. But when we played the like demo version of it, I was so hyped because I'm pretty sure they had it running at 120.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, 1080p 120, because they were forcing you to use mouse mode. They were letting you use like the Joy-Cons as controllers, but they were highly insisting that you sit down on this mouse mat and you play mouse mode. And I've got some serious thoughts about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was super hyped for this game on the back of that, because that was the real big tester for me. It was like, okay, it's been nearly 20 years. And I was going into that demo was like, I had high expectations. Looking at the trailers, I was hyped. I wasn't being let down, and playing it there. I know at the event it's hard to take in because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
You're playing in like a weird situation.
Yeah.
But I had a blast at that. And with that, I wasn't really experiencing the game. I was trying to feel so the Joy-Cons. It was our first experience with the Switch 2.
It was our first mouse mode and all the rest of it.
So we were like, if you remember, we were trying to pull apart the attachments, and the guy was like, "What are you doing?" Like they were over our shoulder. Like
he was not happy.
No, because we weren't playing the game. We were messing with the system. So whilst we did play the game, our minds were like everywhere at that point.
I didn't take any of the game really in, apart from like, this looks really cool.
Yes.
I'm going to save myself for when it comes out.
Exactly that. Yeah. So I was still hyped from that. It didn't lower my hype.
Yeah.
If anything, it launched it. And then with the extra trailers that kept coming out, hype just got real until the bike bit happened, and we thought that was a separate game.
I honestly thought it was a separate game. I was like, oh, well, they've done a kart racer or something.
I thought it was going to be, like
Metroid
some
Racers.
spin-off Metroid Racers.
Because in the Metroid universe of games, they've done plenty of spin-offs.
Yes. Yeah, they have. Loads.
So it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
And because it looked different to everything we had seen before. Even the perspective was different.
Yeah.
Arguably, even the art style felt different. Because it kind of does with the bike parts.
Yes. Yeah.
You're right. In April, it was hard to take the game in, but it was our first time experiencing it. It's the first time experiencing 120, mouse mode, a whole lot. Do you think with this game launching as their kind of Christmas title, which is what it is, December 4th launch, so it's definitely aimed at Christmas sales. I'm trying to want to drill into like what is it going to be commercially successful part still? Like,
yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because they've missed Game of the Year, like
they've missed
show.
Game show for the Game of the Year. They definitely missed all those awards, so it'll be a whole 12 months till that happens.
Yeah, and then it's probably out of the running then.
Yeah, it's not in the front of mind, is it?
No.
I just think because it's quite the themes are quite adult.
They are, yes.
I wouldn't say it's not like Peggy 18 by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
I think children can still play this game.
Yes.
It's violence in a very softened way.
Yeah.
But it's still a shooter game, so it does appeal to a slightly
shooter
older
game.
audience.
Yeah, there's puzzles, so it can be difficult for kids. You know, it is a more mature Nintendo game. It's probably the most mature Nintendo game.
I think so, yeah. And if you think about their IPs, is there anything that gets close to it?
Not really. You don't see Mario going and shooting aliens.
No.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool. But
it's kind of weird to think of like Nintendo, their own IP as a shooter.
Inspiration was literally the 1970s alien horror movie.
Yeah.
That was their...
And there's still that DNA in it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Excuse the Metroid pun. There's still that DNA in that game. You can still feel it. I just wonder, with it being slightly older, with... maybe some of the Switch audience kind of have grown up a bit with the Switch. Like,
yes,
it feels like there's every potential that this game could be the most successful commercially.
I really hope so, because I feel like when Metroid came out, it was so unique that a lot of people and kids probably didn't really understand it, especially the Prime ones. I'm talking about first person.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, what? Whereas now, so many people love first person shooters. So many people love adventure games. I really hope that like strikes a chord with the older generation, even the kids that have grown up a bit from their Switch uses, like you said, that want a first-person adventure game. Because normally these days, like first-person, they're just shooters.
Yes.
It's just online multiplayer. It's just Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're just going around online. Can you think of any like first person?
The age of that is kind of gone, isn't it? Like campaign based.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, okay, you can argue like Resident Evil's first person now, but that's like properly mature.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Call of Duty would,
that,
the developers would argue that it's still it's a campaign game, but no one
they don't make single players. Like there's no campaign in those games. It's multiplayer only.
I think the age of that has kind of passed. So it's interesting that they're still doing it.
But I really hope that in an age of Souls-like dominating, that this appeals to people as something different.
Yeah.
Because it's not really been seen in the past 20 years since Prime 3.
There's a lot going for it in that sense. It's got it's very easy to understand what's going on.
Yes.
So it's got a broader appeal there. It's not as nearly as punishing like a Souls-like is, or like even like a roguelike. It's not designed for you to die and be better next time.
No.
And the actual, once you're in the game, it's very easy to pick up and play at any point. So it's got kind of almost like arcade vibes to it in that sense of like, yes, you need to know what's going on. It's got more depth to it than that. But you can drop into a level and know, unlike a Metroidvania, you're progressing.
Yeah, you are progressing, and there is still Metroidvania like underlying in terms of like secret items and stuff that you need to go back for, but necessarily you don't have to.
It's not like baked in that now I'm going to have to go all the way back to this area and go to that thing.
I reckon there will be later on in the game.
Yeah.
You know, you will need certain abilities to go back to open up a place, but I don't think it'll be like as punishing as say like Dread was, where you have to like go miles.
I think it was a masterstroke looking back a little bit to a couple of years back when they did the Metroid Prime remaster.
Yes.
I think that was clever of them to kind of lay the groundwork for this.
It made sense as well because everyone had waited so long. They just cancelled any development and started again on Prime 4. People were getting impatient. So I feel like it was a really good move to redo 1. I don't know whether that would have hurt new users because I feel like that's just fan service for people like us that like the originals.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were new and you were like, oh look, what's this Metroid remastered thing? You might not have enjoyed it as much. It's still really good, but it's still the original GameCube game.
With the limitations of that era.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whilst it's an incredible playthrough and I recommend anyone to do so, this new one feels more modern.
I'm surprised that they just did 1. That was the thing. It's like, oh, they're going to remaster.
There's rumours they was going to do 2 and 3.
At the time, there was rumours that 2 and 3 were going to be bundled together.
Yeah.
And it's just gone dead on that.
I really hope they redo them.
Maybe it's in the works. Maybe it depends on the success of 4.
Maybe.
But Prime Remastered, I've got the Metacritics in front of me because I think it's kind of interesting. Prime Remastered 2023 is the highest rated, or second highest rated, under Prime itself.
Yeah, under the original release. Yeah.
But it got a 94 Metacritic.
Just a couple of years ago, yeah.
Yeah, which kind of led me to think that the appetite for Metroid isn't dead.
Yes.
And that they can still put out good kind of first-person campaign games. The interesting thing is obviously we now have the Metacritic score for Prime 4.
Yeah.
And it's one of the lowest rated.
Yes.
80.
Yeah. Right now it's at 80, which is only 1 more than Other M, which is like the most hated Metroid game.
It's insane. I'll sort them by Metacritic score. Metroid Prime, the original, 97. Prime Remastered, 94. Prime 2, 92. I'm just going through the Prime games. 3 was a 90.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you're dropping all the way down to 80.
Yep.
For Prime 4, which is insane.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And it was lower than that before more reviews came in.
Yeah, it was in the 70s.
It was like 78, launch. 79 or something. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's a massive drop.
Now, there's been plenty of games where I don't agree with review scores on stuff.
Yeah.
I think we've all got our own, like, there's like personal opinion and then objectively.
Yes. Yeah.
There's been plenty of games that have been launched and you go, well, that's way too low. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But normally it's when you get the Metacritic score, the big number, that's an average of everyone's reviews.
Yes.
So it's normally quite fair
because
you're averaging it. And normally you go, well, that's a bit lower than I expected, but it's in the ballpark. You might have something that you're really anticipating and it gets a 90 and you go, oh, I think it's actually really bloody good, this game.
Yeah.
For this to get an 80, it's one of the first times that I can remember and go, that's so far off my experience.
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. And it's such a depart from the other ones. I wasn't expecting as high because it's like 20 years later.
I get that. But then when Prime Remastered got such a high score, you go, well, maybe there's space for the critics to really like this.
Yeah, and even Dread, a 2D game, got like 88.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly that. And 80, I don't understand. I got to be honest, I don't understand what the criticisms are here.
Yeah, no, I want to go through and actually read the like low scores.
Yes.
Because some people have been giving it like a 6 out of 10 and stuff. And I'm like
based on what?
Yeah, did you play the game? Like, are you someone that doesn't like adventure games?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, are you a Call of Duty rinse and repeater and you've gone, what's this? This is rubbish.
First person shooter, we give it to Call of Duty Dave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which totally could be the case.
Yeah.
So it could just be some random person. I mean, I saw like PC Mag or PC Gamer, whoever it was, give it 100.
Yes.
And I was like, that's amazing considering that it's a PC centric website.
I would fully expect the Nintendo publications to score it highly.
Yes.
Because it's absolutely like fan favorite.
That's why I was really surprised by a PC place to give it a perfect score, So I want to know like what people are complaining about here. Is it more so than what people just saw on the trailer? Like, did they play the game?
Yeah.
I never take these scores. I don't give a flying monkey.
No, I don't care, but it's the first time I can remember that it's such a departure from what I feel.
Yes, yeah.
And technically what I experienced as well.
Yeah.
I also, I wanted, this morning, literally put on Digital Foundry's like Switch 2 review.
Yes.
Where John Linneman's going through that. I was mainly interested in the technical parts.
Yeah, and the performance, yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. And what was, so to kind of get an idea, because they frame pace and they frame score everything, so they're kind of giving you an idea of how well this is performing on Switch 2 compared to what it's claiming. We don't have the facility to do that, so I'm kind of like, okay, I'll base it off that. That was the final piece of the puzzle in my mind of like putting the whole picture together of like how I would score this game if I was one of the reviewers. And maybe I had missed some technical flaws.
Yeah, maybe it runs really badly or something.
Yeah, and then they're picking out on that. But before going into like personal experiences, I just want to say like objectively, every aspect of the game, I want to say is like as excellent as a first party Switch 2 game could be right now.
Absolutely, yeah. It's top tier. This is Nintendo's at its finest.
Like the art style is perfectly in line with the Metroid universe and it looks cool as.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Graphically, I think is beautiful.
Best looking Switch 2 game.
Easily the best yet. Performance wise, after especially looking at Digital Foundry's like the frame readout and stuff, is shockingly amazing.
Yeah.
Whether you're picking the 60 FPS mode or the 120 FPS mode,
It's just locked.
It's locked. And like when there's deviation, you're talking like it deviates 1 frame for a second in the open world section.
Yeah.
There is it's just locked in, which I definitely did not expect.
No, I didn't either.
There's so much to kind of take into account
yes.
there. Sound, I think, is amazing. The music is great. Sound design, which is hugely important in all Metroid games. They really lean on the sound.
Yeah, it's really atmospheric, this one.
The technical aspects of it, I think, are fantastic.
Yep.
As in, like, how you control it, how it's operated. It feels very modern, snappy.
There is so many different control modes.
Yeah. So, and actually, then, like, the subjective parts, actually, what was it like to play? It was really fun.
Yes.
It was good. It was intriguing. It made me want to play it more. All the things you want in a game.
Yeah. There's nothing off the bat that makes me go, ugh.
So I want to know what's missing. If you've got it at home already and you're just wanting to bathe in this, like, tell me what it is that I'm missing here that's given this such a bad score. Or if you've not got it and you've seen some people talk about the negatives, let us know in the comments, because I want to know. I don't understand it, and I'm really struggling with it.
I think it's probably people that just don't like this type of game. Do you know what I mean? It's like someone giving me, I don't know, like a card game to review. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, it sucks. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like card games.
I just had a thought, right? It's going back to, is there like first-person shooter style campaign games? Doom Dark Ages.
Yes.
It's probably the most recent
that absolutely is. Yeah.
And if you like that kind of gameplay loop that has, it's kind of in that ballpark.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
this is more of a game in my eyes. Like Doom, I love Doom. You know, I'm a big Doom fan, but it's such an arcade, just
100%.
Smash through.
Yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
simple. Like walk
No
forward and
thinking.
shoot.
Yeah.
Like you don't even need to do anything else. With this, there is puzzles. You need to know the map.
Yeah.
You need to take note of where stuff is so that you can go back.
Listen to what's been told to you.
Yeah, like you need to pay attention and look for stuff. I know there's hidden items in Doom, but you know, you don't really need it. Whereas in Metroid, you need those upgrades.
Yeah.
You know, so like there's way more to this. Like it's a slower paced, but I just don't understand people's like issues with it.
I'm going to start on my negatives. In the sense of maybe trying to justify the lower score. The only things I can think of. The first is, I played this entirely handheld so far.
Yes.
It was my default go-to for the Switch. I'm just going to play it handheld. Switch 2, sorry. And I will say that at 720p, it doesn't look great. handheld. It's not. If it was the only option, you would just be like, oh, this is fine.
Yes.
Because the 120 FPS totally makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Like this is cool. So obviously, being the nerds we are, I was playing the menu game for ages, just playing a little bit, changing the settings, going back to the 1080 60 you can get handheld. And I'll say handheld at least, I don't think the sacrifice of resolution is worthy of the step up in frame rate, although it's very difficult to make the choice.
Yes.
Because once you've touched 120,
it's hard to
it's
go back.
really hard to go back to 60.
Yeah. See, when we get onto the control types, I think that's where these two really play an important role. Really depends on what type of control you're using.
The other kind of major criticism I had with playing it handheld is that it's my first twin stick experience handheld on the Switch 2. Everything else I've played has not been so reliant on twin stick shooting, strafing, and the joysticks show their flaws massively on the Joy-Cons. So it's more of a criticism of the hardware than the software.
Yes, and you're playing this naked with no grip.
No grip. I'm just playing it just straight out of the box Switch 2. The joysticks show their lack of throw, the kind of nubbin style.
The twitchy.
Yeah, so they're twitchy, hard to be fine with your aiming, which you do need to be. You can obviously lock onto targets, but then it's incumbent on you to then refine your aiming. It's not like it's going to do it for you. You will miss like 90% of your shots if you don't fine aim afterwards.
Yes.
And that's difficult with the Joy-Cons, especially if you're moving at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you're kind of strafing a lot. So you're doing constant inputs, both Joy-Cons, and then obviously using the shoulder buttons for firing and stuff. So the Joy-Cons were bad for aiming controls. The gyro handheld was not good for refining the aiming.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it was too jerky. Like, oh, you got
I
was like, oh, all right, stop it now.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I was strafing all the time with that.
Yep.
The other thing then is what shows up is how uncomfortable the Switch 2 is to play handheld for a twin stick game.
Yes, yeah.
The ergonomics just aren't there for it.
No,
I'm cradling it with my little finger now.
Yeah.
And because it's bigger than the Switch, I'm having to stretch to get my little finger underneath. Or I'm trying to do the kickstand trick that everyone does.
Yeah.
It doesn't really help that much.
Yeah.
You need a grip. So it really shows that ergonomic flaw that the Switch design has. There's no way around it with the Switch 2 because aesthetically it's beautiful. I love how thin it is. I love how light it is. I love that bigger screen.
Oh, yeah.
It's an infinitely better design than the Switch 1.
Yes.
But for this type of game, in particular handheld,
still not there yet.
It's definitely not there yet.
Yeah, it's that asymmetrical layout, joystick layout. It's that right joystick.
Yeah.
It's so low and it's so straight that you just got to cramp your hand up to be able to...
You're kind of like flaring your elbow and stuff.
Yeah, and tucking the system under your fingers to get your hand low enough to actually get purchase on the joystick. Yeah, it is frustrating. With the correct grip, then it changes that entirely.
Yeah.
So it fixes it. But I would say just playing it with a Pro controller, it makes it so much better. Because I didn't play it handheld. I haven't played it handheld yet, actually.
That really interests me that you didn't.
No, I wanted to see it on the big screen. Because when I think of Prime, I think big screen. You know, like, and I got.
It's a big screen game.
Yeah, and I know this has got HDR implementation. So I was like, right, I've got an OLED HDR TV. I was like, I want to see it in all its glory. I'm going to go straight in at 4K 60. And wow, like it's mind-blowingly good.
I'd say that's lacking handheld.
Yes.
HDR implementation. Well, they say it's a HDR screen.
It's not really.
It's got up to 500 nits peak brightness, which isn't really in the range.
The screen's not all that on the Switch 2.
No.
It's pretty, like, okay, but that's it.
Again, when we talked about it originally, the upgrade from the Switch 1 is massive, that screen.
Yeah.
From the original Switch.
Original LCD Switch 1, the screen is an upgrade, but comparing it to any of the other handhelds, it's still lacking.
And here's my problem, because we've taken at least with content, we've taken a sabbatical from the Switch whilst these other handhelds are being launched. I've been, and you've been so spoiled with like these top, like the Legion Go 2, you're talking like over £1,000 devices. Like the Ally X's, which are $1,000 device. Like ergonomics and the screens and stuff, they're obviously better because it's 2-3 times the cost.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But that does spoil you.
Yes.
and I'll say even the Steam Deck's ergonomics are really good.
Yeah, in comparison to the Switch.
Compared to the Switch.
Yeah.
So when you go back to the Switch, so I had the friction of relearning what it's like to play the Switch handheld.
Yeah.
Because I'd just been playing on the TV the whole time.
Yeah.
And then it not being designed for twin stick games at all.
No.
So it was like double friction. And then when you get to the screen part, it's like, it's saying it's HDR. It's just not.
It's just not. No.
You're not getting that peak brightness, like the neon shine on stuff.
No.
It feels like it's almost coming out the screen.
Yeah.
In my head, that's HDR.
Yeah. When you compare, again, I know you're comparing something that's 3 times the price, but you're looking at like a Legion Go 2, which has got an OLED HDR certified 1000 like nit peak. Well, it's 1100 nit. That thing is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and then you get with that. I remember playing Star Wars Squadrons on it with you. With that, you get those moments of like in the HUD of you get like the neon lights of the things. And they shine so brightly, it almost makes it look like ray tracing's on.
Yeah.
But it kind of illuminates out of the screen. It becomes tangible almost.
It just creates so much depth.
Yeah.
It's something that HDR really does well. If you've got a decent HDR screen, especially on an OLED, then it really shines.
And you use your guide to set it up, right?
Oh, yeah, and use our HDR calibration guide for the Lenovo Legion Go 2, which you can find on the channel here.
So that's just not there handheld. So
no.
I was going to say, if I'm going to be absolutely fair and give some criticisms for the experience of Prime 4 on the Switch 2, handheld was a letdown.
Yeah.
Compared to what I know the game can be from my experience of playing it on a big screen.
That's a shame. What I find weird is the game's not full price.
No.
It's not 70.
No, it was 58 or something, 59, was it?
I thought it was $49.99.
On the Switch 1.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Switch 2 version's
so
like
it's
8
60
quid more. Yeah.
Okay, right. So it's, just shy of 60, but still not a full price.
No, in
title.
my head, that's like last generation's price.
Yeah.
So when I went to... Oh, and that's the other thing. I ordered it digitally.
Yes.
I know.
You were playing it before me. I had to wait for my physical to turn up.
Yeah, I've kind of... Do you know what? I've turned a page in my book and I've gone, do you know what? Everything's digital now. I'm done. I'm done with this.
I wish I had all my Switch 2 games digitally.
Yeah.
But I don't. I got them physically because I found it £10 cheaper. So that's like $15 less.
We've talked about it so much and I totally agree. And every time I'm like, it's cheaper physical and I like having the thing and they can't take that out. And all the reasons everyone argues for it, I agree with you. But I wanted to play it right away.
Yeah.
And so that meant as it turned midnight on the 4th, I could play it straight away. So that's what I did.
Yes.
So,
whereas I had to wait.
Oh yeah, on the 4th I'm there. It was 12:30. I started playing it. I was playing till like 2 a.m. It's like, I've got it there right now, you know? Lazy. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Just how am I?
That's what I would prefer anyway as a PC gamer at heart. I mean, I've got a 4 terabyte in my Legion because I like having my games installed and I just launch them whenever I want.
I will say to Nintendo's merit, everyone hated like the virtual cart system and all the rest of it. But it kind of works.
Yeah.
If I run out of space, I'll just eject the virtual cart, uninstall the game. And then when I want to, I just get to my virtual carts and reinstall the game. It's a very simple, user-friendly system. It's not a great solution to the collector's problem.
No, not at all.
But it's there.
But it's there.
And I'm embracing it now.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to fight change, I'm just like, you know what? This is how it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, if it was the fact that it would be cheaper to buy digitally, then I would be there. Yeah. But I try and skimp out as much as I can.
Yeah, totally.
And so...
How long did it take yours to arrive? It was the same day, wasn't it?
Same day, but I didn't get mine until maybe like the afternoon.
And you get the benefit when you order physically. You can collect it, and that's cool as.
Yes.
And we all do love that. But you also got pre-order little...
I got pre-order bonus. Yeah, I got the little... a little Samus keyring, which is like a proper metal keyring. Put it on my bag.
Genuinely really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm kind of jealous of that.
Yeah,
made me want to collect physical again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So that was my negative experiences handheld. We can talk about the positives ad nauseum, but I want to
I was going to say another negative, which I don't know if it's in some of these reviews. It might be. So there's some things that are like locked out of the game, like forcing you to buy the Amiibos.
Yes.
So I've got all the Amiibos that come, the Beyond ones. So you've got Samus by herself, then you've got Samus on the bike, then you've got Psylux as well. So I've got all 3 of those. My issue is I keep all my Amiibos boxed.
Can you still use them boxed?
There's one of those, blockers on the bottom of it.
That sucks.
So RFID blockers on the base, because people in the old days... Are you
going to unbox them?
Probably not.
No.
So it means I can't use them in the game, which is annoying. They don't do too much. Like the bike changes the color of the bike in the game. You can change the radio on the bike. So like instead of the music being non-changeable, you can now change it. You can top up like Samus's health like once a day.
I did see people criticizing about the songs thing now.
And then Silux is the biggest one. If you don't 100% complete the game, you can use the Amiibo to unlock the final cutscenes, like the full cutscenes.
Right, okay.
Which you can only do if you 100%
so it's
the
like
game.
A cheat code?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
But you have to pay for it.
That was the thing I saw some people complaining about with the music on the bike thing.
Yeah.
I haven't even got to the bike section, so I can't talk about that particularly. But people saying classic Nintendo putting songs behind a paywall.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue against that point, actually. It's a very thin criticism to make, but I can't really defend it.
No, me either. But at the same time, it's not like pay to win. Like you're not like getting like a super arm cannon or anything.
Amiibos unlocking things in Nintendo games has been around since the Switch.
Since the Wii U.
That wasn't even on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just slept on the Wii U entirely. That one passed me by. But I think back to like Dread, and like here you could refill the rockets, wasn't it? With one of the Amiibos. Like it's not a mad thing. And what else could they do? They wanted 3. What else could this one do?
Yeah.
We'll give you something for it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Other people don't have.
Yeah. I'm fine with it personally because it doesn't break the game.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It
doesn't make you invincible.
No, like just 100% the game, you'll get the cutscenes at the end. Like, that's what you should be doing anyway.
Yeah, so, obviously. Completely, mate.
Yeah.
My experience is Handheld. I just wanted to give my negatives to try and justify some of these bad reviews. And to kind of warn you if you're playing this, I think from my experiences of playing the game on the TV and then of actually playing it now, I've got it handheld, it's made for TV.
Yeah, I've not even played it handheld yet. Like I will give it a go, but I'm 100% using a grip.
Yeah.
But I think it's a TV game for me.
It's a TV game.
Because it just looks glorious.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me, when I booted it up, I chose controller, I had it docked and I went 4K 60, yes please, because I just want to see it in all its glory first. Loaded it up and was like, whoa. Like the first thing that really hit me was the HDR implementation.
Yeah.
Like it was stunning, like absolutely phenomenal, like really, really good. The opening scene, which is what everyone's seen on trailers and the demos, if you've been lucky enough to play that, is so good. It throws you in at the deep end, classic Metroid, like straight in the middle of a fight or whatever. You do something, like that fight is really cool. Like I like going around. It's basically a tutorial. Like
100% that.
It just shows you like how to use stuff, like what you're going to do, how to scan stuff. Cool. Like, and kind of what's going on right now. Yeah, the Metroids are infecting everyone, and space pirates are attacking. Like we all know this. It's the same premise of every Metroid
game. I will say that it follows the exact same story beats as every Metroid game ever.
Yeah, which I loved. I was like, yay, this is great.
Even down to the music as the ship lands at the very start.
There's so many classic Metroid motifs and stuff that they use, and like sound effects that I love. Even the save stations when you finally get to those. Are exactly the same. Like it's really, really good. But yeah, so you do that first bit, then loads of stuff goes down. Like it's not spoilers, everyone knows, but I won't say it anyway. And then Samus has now got no power-ups.
Same as every Metroid ever.
As always. I was kind of happy about that. I was like,
I think we even, I don't know if we did it on camera in an episode, but we even joked about that's going to happen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course you're going to start with no powers.
Yeah. And I'm glad about it. And in true Metroid fashion, you do pick them up pretty quickly. Yeah. Like you get some quite quickly. And yeah, so visually, I was blown away. I was just standing in corners of maps going, this looks amazing. Like I was like, I can't believe this is a Switch 2 running at 4K 60 and looking this good with such good HDR implementation.
Locked.
Like if someone had shown me this game and I didn't know what it was, I would expect this to be like PS5 Pro or something. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, that is so good image quality, or like running on a PC emulator or something. Do you know what I mean? I was like, this is so good looking. I decided to play with the Pro controller. So I love back paddles. First thing I did was reassign the back paddles. So I had my right one as the visor scan, because if you've not played Metroid before, you want to scan everything. Yeah. It's the only way to 100% it. And then on the left back paddle, I had jump, I think. So I had like jump on the left, scan visor on the right. And I was like, this is cool, like rocking around. And there's different like aiming methods. So you've got the classic Metroid where it's lock on. So you press ZL and you'll lock onto an enemy and you can fire with either ZR or A. I find it better shooting with A, because you can spam A with your thumb quicker than you can move your finger to shoot from the trigger. Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. So you press for rapid fire. So like each time you press, Samus will shoot. If you press and hold, you do a charge beam. Classic. The only letdown for me, it doesn't go straight away, the charge beam. No, I'm fine with holding down and keeping a charge. Yeah. The only thing that lets it down for me is all the way back, on the GameCube, Prime 1. This is like 25 years ago. When you shot a charged beam shot, it reflected light everywhere in its path. Yes. So over the ground, over the walls. Like it actually had its own like light path. This one doesn't. So that's my only actual negative in this game so far, is that. Right. Which is a shame. There's other things that pick up from that though, which I'll talk about in a minute. I'm still on controls. So you can lock on. If you just hold left trigger down, you can free aim with the right joystick without moving the camera around. So it's like turns it into like an arcade shooter. The screen locks. Now you can just move her arm to shoot what's on screen. Or you can move the controller for fine aiming. Now that, for me, was way better than using the joystick, because even on the Pro controller, I struggled shooting and aiming with the right stick. And I don't know what's broken in my head, but I just couldn't do it. It felt to me like if it was like a sensitivity curve, like you get in like the first-person shooters, that it was a really slow and then quick ramp. And then ramps, there's some acceleration like on it. Yeah, the acceleration is right at the end, but you have a really slow curve to start. That's how it felt, because I was like over-aiming all the time. Yeah. So I noticed some of that as well, and I was like, I was actually leaning towards aiming with gyro with the Pro controller. So I was like, for fine aiming, for fine shooting stuff, I was choosing to do that, which I found way better. So I was like stuck with the controller. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then we were actually discussing whilst I was playing it. I was like, this is amazing. Sent you some photos and stuff. I was like, this just looks incredible. And then I think you mentioned like, have you played mouse mode yet or something? And I said no. And I was like, I better give it a go like immediately. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Bear in mind, I'm sat on a sofa. I'm not at a desk. So I've got the thing docked on my TV. So I was like, this is going to suck. So I tried it on my leg, immediately was like, nah. Tried it on the sofa, but with the way the material is on my sofa, it didn't work. So luckily I've got this like gaming cushion that you like put on your lap to like, because I'm old now, I have to like put my like wrists on this cushion to like hold the controllers so it's more comfortable. And this thing's actually like got like a flat top and like felt material. And it just so happened to work perfectly as a mouse mat. Like if I like pulled the material tight with like my elbow and then like rested it down, right? And then I was still in 4K 60, bearing that in mind. I was like, it feels a little bit sluggish. Because mouse is so accurate. Like, you want high FPS. That's why PC Master Race is all about FPS, because you're using mice that are incredibly quick, like reading, right? And so I was like, I don't know about this. I was actually thinking, man, I don't know what I think about this. And I thought, let's just swap it over to 120. So I changed it from 1080 down to 1080, 120. First of all, I noticed was the visual still looked incredible. Bear in mind, I'm playing on a 77-inch 4K screen. I thought 1080p would look like a muddy mess. It really didn't. No. I was like, this is actually passable. Like, if this was the only mode, I would have been happy. Which is crazy. 4K 60 is still sharper, but it ain't far off. It really isn't. So anyway, I dropped it down to 1080p. Immediately, the mouse then was like reacting perfectly. And I got sucked in. I was like, whoa, this is the way to play this game. I think that's it. I think that's the
the key to Metroid Prime 4 is unlocked when you're playing mouse mode.
Yes.
On a big screen.
Yes.
And when I think the reason I brought up the event in April, like how we experienced it first, is how they wanted to show it to us.
That's why they were forcing mouse mode on you.
They were forcing mouse mode on you. Like, this is mouse mode, and they showed you how mouse mode worked. Now play Metroid.
Yeah.
And I think about it, I think they've designed this game for mouse mode.
I feel like that's the case, yeah.
And then had to re-engineer it to work with Joy-Cons and with controllers.
Yeah. And it's funny because it feels like when you look at the older games, the original one was joystick.
Yeah.
And then it went to Wii, which was motion control. And then it's gone to mouse, which is effectively more accurate motion control.
Yeah, it's two-dimensional motion control.
Yeah. So it just makes so much sense as well, holding the left Joy-Con to be able to run around, do whatever you do on the left side, and then the right side.
In so many ways, it's the perfect solution for any kind of first-person game. And I think, especially for console gamers, the thing that puts them off keyboard and mouse is the keyboard part.
Yep.
The mouse part just makes total sense straight away.
Yes.
Like, everyone gets it, and everyone understands that it's more accurate.
Yes.
So you can hold it steady, all of those things. What puts everyone else off is WASD and shift and all that.
Yeah.
Because that is a bit of a...
It's a bit of a
learning curve.
And it's also not as accurate as a joystick in terms
natural.
Of movement.
Exactly.
Like, you're either running or you're not, unless you're using Hall effect switches.
For us console games, it's always been a thing of I just wish you could get half a controller.
Yes.
And a mouse, and then I'd be on board with it.
Yep.
This is it.
This is literally that, and it is absolutely perfect. Like, I started playing it, and my initial feeling once I put it on 120 mode was whoa, this is accurate. But then I was like, I don't know how I'm going to like it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, because I like rebinding stuff on the Pro controller.
Yeah, I like that feeling of a controller.
Yeah, and I was like, is the joystick going to get in the way, which we felt like was happening at the demo, back in April. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this as much. I then played the next hour solid in mouse mode, and I was having such a blast, literally a blast, because I was shooting everything immediately.
Yeah.
And it just made sense. Using the face buttons, even whilst it's turned, felt natural to me. Everything felt really, really good.
It makes me excited and disappointed at the same time. And it's about the same thing.
Yes.
It makes me excited for the future of the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And it makes me disappointed that there's not more first-person shooter games on the Switch 2 now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we will see more. I think it's likely that Call of Duty was always talked about.
We've got all of the Resident Evil games dropping in February.
We do. Yes, it's very true.
I don't know if they support mouse mode, but I really, really freaking hope that they do.
They do.
Because that will change this, for the Switch. If they put mouse mode in those Resi games, it would be so fun.
I don't think this was an intentional thing by Nintendo. I don't think they intended it to be a first-person shooting console.
No.
It's going to be perfect for these games.
Yeah.
They just wanted to do something quirky that Nintendo always do.
But we joked about it being the best Call of Duty console.
100% did.
Before we even got hands-on. When they said mouse mode, we were like, this is it.
For those reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, you could play at 120. Everyone's going to do that. Mouse mode.
And it's true, though. It literally is. And Prime 4 is a total example of that, because afterwards, because it's so cold here in the UK right now, I played for an hour in mouse mode. It then hit 1 degree, and I went, okay, I need to stop and get a hot drink. And when I did that, my dog came and gave me a cuddle or whatever. I was like, I can't use the mouse anymore, because I don't think mouse mode works on dog. So I didn't really want to be dragging a Joy-Con around his head. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I've got to go back to the controller. So I picked up the Pro controller, I put it back to 4K 60, and it felt horrible.
Yeah.
I was really upset because I couldn't aim anymore. It really annoyed me, playing like that. And I was just like, oh man, mouse mode is the one. It really is the way to play this game. And then it made me think, it's weird that Nintendo made this whole mouse mode thing, and they've gone quite hard on it when you think about it.
Yeah.
Even to the point of making a whole game better for it, like Metroid, making this a big thing. But they haven't really made any accessories. So they're assuming at these events that you're going to be playing at a desk when most people are going to be playing on the sofa.
I'd be willing to bet they don't.
Yeah.
And that third-party manufacturers are going to definitely step into this and make some really cool things.
But we're 6 months into the Switch now?
Hey, dude, we're 6 months into the Switch and we still don't have Joy-Con alternatives.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And the amount of people that ask me about mopads like alternatives.
They've teased them though.
They've teased them.
Yeah, they've teased them.
Good.
Yeah, they've teased them.
Yeah, I can tell you it's still a way off.
Yeah, it'll be a little way off, but they've teased them.
Yeah, we're 6 months in. Is it longer than 6 months actually? Yeah, it is longer than 6 months.
Is it?
Well, at least since we knew what it looked like. And
oh,
stuff.
yeah, but I'm on about since launch.
Since launch, yeah, 6
so
months.
because you would have, I think the games that have been out, people haven't been using mouse mode as much.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is a total flag runner for it.
Yeah.
You know, like this is putting the flag up the post, being like, play mouse mode. They should have, well, they did in the UK actually as a pre-order bonus. If you ordered from Nintendo directly, they gave you a mouse mat.
They did,
and
yes,
I really wanted.
I almost bought it, but it was a fair amount more.
It was a fair amount more. That's why I didn't. I bought it from some other retailer that was selling it way cheaper than everyone else because I'm a cheapskate.
Yeah.
But what they should have done, and what I think they need to do, is release like a cushion that's got a hard, flat mouse mat surface on the top, so you can literally put it next to you on the sofa and play mouse mode, because your leg ain't doing it. Yeah. The sofa's just uncomfortable, and depending on your sofa, it probably won't register right.
Yeah.
But with a proper mouse mat on like a firm cushion that you could rest your arm on, like that'd be great. The only alternatives are for PC, and they're like 200 quid.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not going to be doing that, you know? So they just need to make one.
Accessories for mouse mode in general. I know that there's some companies, some like Chinese companies have made basically like plastic shells that you put your Joy-Con in and it turns into more of a mouse.
That, yeah.
It's a little janky and cheap looking, but it exists.
It exists. It's still not the cushion problem, though.
No, I think you're right. I think a portable mouse mat of like a cushion styled one it is a necessity. I think something to make it more like a mouse feeling in a more elegant way.
I'm actually okay with it.
There's a gap in that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of housing that you can put it in. Yeah.
And bigger picture stuff, I think inadvertently the Switch 2 has made itself, and Prime 4 shows it perfectly, to be a really good first-person shooter console.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's despite all the things I said about it being handheld and the flaws. I think for mouse mode, and just for that reason, I don't know if they're going to embrace it though.
I don't know, but I hope that when Microsoft bring over Call of Duty and Activision, that they enable mouse mode.
Yes.
So that this is a thing. And I wanted to go back to what you said about handheld mode, where you said 720p is a bit shoddy, like play 1080p. And I said, that depends on your play style.
Yeah, you did.
Because I really believe if you're playing handheld and you're using the joysticks and you're just holding the thing, do 1080p 60. Just do that. You will have a far better experience. But if you're going to play tabletop mode with mouse mode, 100% choose 720p 120.
Or even split.
Yeah, or
a bit
split,
definitely for mouse mode.
But for tabletop mode, if you're going to just put the tablet like a couple of foot away and then use mouse mode, then mouse mode needs that 120 mode. Like it needs it, because on 60 mode, it's sluggish. It's not enough input. Like the latency is too great.
Yeah.
And obviously the more FPS you get, the lower the latency. So that's why it excels for mouse mode in the 120 modes.
Yeah.
And that's why I think 720p is probably only handheld for those going to use the mouse mode.
Yeah. It's exciting. As a game though, my kind of summary of it is it has so far at least absolutely lived up to my expectations. Like I was excited for it. It was the game I was looking forward to the most. And the amount of time I've played it so far, I just want to play it more.
I want to play it so much more. Like as soon as I loaded it up, I played it solidly for ages. I was like, I'm just like diving into this now, and I'm going to continue to play it now. But yeah, I mean, people's upset about Mackenzie, like, I really don't think it's a bigger deal than people are like, they've hidden it. And that's what I was saying with the demo. I don't remember any voice acting in the demo.
There wasn't any.
And in the start, there is, you bump into a trooper or whatever, and then they chat to you going, Sam's like this.
There was some background NPCs of like, help us, or they're coming, like in that first open bit.
Yeah.
When the mech comes in, like but
that's about it.
That was about it. But there's more.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I'm past the point of getting Mackenzie and stuff now. Like, you find him, you help him get to like a safe area, and then he stays there, and that's it. And then now and again, he will like ring you up on your comms. My favorite thing is that Samus just doesn't give an F. Like, she is so nonchalant. He's like blah 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 at her, and she's just deadpan blank staring at him. And I love that because she's so
seen too
funny.
much shit to care.
Yeah. She's so hardcore. She's like, yeah, whatever, man. Like,
the thing I will say with that is that if people were upset because it breaks some kind of spell they had in their mind, modern games now require there to be some kind of hand-holding. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
That they have to be easier. But they've progressively got easier. It's not like it's been a massive step.
But he doesn't even do anything. Like,
and that's my point. He's just there to guide you in perhaps the right direction.
Yeah.
But you're free to do whatever the hell you like.
Yeah.
The same thing existed in Dread.
Yes, with Adam.
It was just a different format. It was just there. And actually, I won't spoil. I was about to spoil it. I won't spoil it.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't go any further than that.
But the same thing was there with Adam. The alternative is going back to what Metroid was like on the NES, where it was a solitary, lonely experience.
Hard.
Punishingly confusing. And do you know what? It will be even more niche and less people will play it. If we want Metroid to carry on as a franchise, it has to be accessible to as many people as possible.
Yeah, and they already went in that direction with 3.
Yep.
Like, because there was already voice acting in 3. Like, you had troopers and stuff that were talking to you there too. Like, it's no different. They've just continued it. And okay, he's a bit more like lighthearted, this guy, but it's fine.
Is it the voice acting they're upset with, or the fact that you've got a companion?
I think it's both. I think it's the fact that you've got a companion because they want this to be doom and gloom, you're on your own, like, kind of thing, which is still there. You still feel that very much so.
Very much.
And I think it's because he's quippy and like trying to be like it's trying to lighten the sort of melancholy vibes of the game. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't see him being an issue. Like, I did a boss and he was like, maybe you should come back here. That was all he said. And I was like, yeah, well, I was going to go back there anyway because that's where the save was. Yeah, so sweet.
Okay.
Got there, cutscene happened, which I expected. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not like telling you cheat codes or like giving it away. Like, have you seen this thing? Like, he doesn't. He's more
forcing you to walk.
Yeah. He's more baffled as to how you've got mind powers because you don't tell him.
Yeah.
Because you just blank him the whole time, which is amazing. But so he's more like, how did you do that? Like, and you're just like, yeah, cool. Like, he's not even really helping. Yeah. So it doesn't really, I don't know what people's issues are.
Yeah, I can't pick out if it's the companion or the voice acting or if it's both. The can't make everyone happy thing.
Yeah.
What was one of the big criticisms about Pokemon ZA? There's no voice acting.
No voice acting, yeah, that's true.
It's too quiet and lonely.
Yeah, that is true. When you look at like Pokemon ZA and look at Prime Form.
I totally agree. I'm like, 2025, you need voices in games now.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yes.
We're too used to it. And actually, because there's another thing as well. Before, like back in the day, it was quite unusual for you to play a single player game in its entirety completely on your own.
Yeah. Yeah,
you would
totally
quite often a friend would be there for parts of it, or family members. Like, there was always, you play parts of it on your own, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that lonely experience wasn't quite as lonely.
Yes, I get you. Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't be playing that single player game in silence for like as many hours as you're likely to play these games in silence.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Whereas I just think it's less forgiving now for you to have solitary, silent experiences.
Yeah, I totally get you. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really, really enjoying the game. Like, I love that they've kept. Okay, I haven't got to the open world bit yet with the bike, but that is effectively going to be just going to the next zone.
It's the same thing as like what we experienced in Gears.
Yeah. That like you go and travel to this bit and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with that. Like, because once you're in the zone, it's still that kind of linear but not linear kind of feeling you get from Prime 1.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's very small because of the limitations.
Zoned games.
Yeah, with secrets and like tunnels and all sorts of stuff. The little things really make this game pop. The lighting, again, that HDR. When you fire a charged arm cannon into a wall and you're close enough to it, you see Samus reflecting in the visor.
That's so cool.
you shoot it and she goes like, whoa, like that. And she's like, takes a half step back and you see her face and her eyes squint like in the mirror, like of her visor and stuff like that. Like little things like that. Like I love that. Like it's so, so cool. Like they've done so many small touches, the way that water runs off your arm cannon, runs off your visor, runs off other glass, like in the game and stuff. Like it's just so well done.
Yeah.
Like it's, again, those, and I think they can make it look this good, and why this will probably be the best looking Switch 2 game for a while yet is because it's zoned. This is why Metroid Prime 1 looks incredible even to this day on the GameCube, because they made it really small areas so that they could make it look incredible.
I remember when you got remastered.
Yeah.
I remember my shock at going, how does this look so good on a Switch?
Yes.
I remember having that conversation with you, and you saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's really tight little zones.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't have to load that much in, so you can make it look better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this will be the best looking and performing Switch 2 game for quite a while.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think it'll be hard to beat it in that. And so with all of that in mind, I go back to that. I don't understand a Metacritic score which makes it look like it's not worth buying.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a shame, isn't it? Because 80 is still really high. And for any other game, you'd think, wow, that's a really good game. But because Metroid's known for being in the 90s, it makes everyone's perception be like, oh, what's wrong with this?
What's wrong with this?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I think it's people that don't know or like the genre reviewing it.
Yeah.
You know, that's like me, I don't know, reviewing those dance like pads in an arcade and being like, well, it sucks because I've got to dance. It's like, well, yeah, that's the point of it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's like, well, what are you doing? It's like getting me to, I don't know, drink certain type of like rum or something. And I don't like it. Well, then why are you drinking it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, give it a chance. It kind of annoys me when that happens. But anyway, like, I think the game's incredible. I don't know why the score's that low. I can't wait to play more of it. And I'm definitely going to be playing more of it.
Yeah. And I think to kind of sum up like the is it worth it thing for you, if you're sat on the fence, you've not got it yet, get it.
Oh, yeah.
If you've got Switch 2, get it. I think it's 100% the best game to be playing on Switch 2 right now.
Yeah, I would buy a system for this game.
I would as well. It's that good, but I'm really into the genre and the universe that it's set in. But even if you're not, you've never played a Metroid game at all. I think if you've got Switch 2, you have to have this game. It's that good.
Yeah, and you don't need to worry if you've never played any of the others.
Not at all.
And it's nothing like Dread. So if you don't like 2D, this is a 3D, you know, first person action adventure. Yeah, it's great. There's like mild puzzles in it.
Best Switch 2 game yet?
Oh yeah, for me. Yeah, definitely. And I've only just played the first bit of it, you know, and straight away I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd love to know what you guys think about it. If you've got it already and you've got some thoughts, then let us know down in the comments down below. We don't all have to agree with each other, and that's fine too. So if you don't like it, then let us know down there too. And why? Unsubscribe. just unsubscribe already. Anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Once you're down there, make sure you like this video. Subscribe for more handheld gaming content. What else should they do?
Let us know whether you've bought the game or if you're going to, or if not, why not? Down in the comments. And also become a member and you get to chat to us on our Discord as well.
So until the next time.
Bye. Oh, see you next time.
See you next time.
Yeah. No, it's not that. It's have a nice day. That's it. We'll get there in the end. Whatever.